Check 1 2, testing 1 2. Senior Day, Omaha, Lincoln, February 23rd, 2019.
Welcome back to Omaha, Nebraska, here at Ralston Arena for the last day, the last game of regular season between Omaha and the Lincoln Junior Stars. Mike, JV action last night. Lincoln won in a convincing style, I think. They dominated the game. It wasn't big score. It was 2-1 shootout, but Omaha just didn't look like they were in it.
Didn't have the jump and the jam that they typically skate with. And, I know both coaches talked about defensive responsibility and being able to play a more physical game. And we'll talk about the same keys from this game to the next. And I know that Coach Harryhill in pregame had a whole litany of things written on the whiteboard, try to get these kids motivated. And he talked about, key efforts, one play with a chip into the shoulders, just a little tactical and XO type things that'll help them perform better today.
Absolutely, and with that win last night, Lincoln Junior Stars clinched themselves 8th seed at the year-end tournament next weekend. So this weekend is preview to next Thursday's matchup. And I know Coach Harryhill, he addressed the team in the locker room before the game, and he put it this way: this is the best of 3 series. Lincoln's up 1-0.
That's right.
Time to go out and finish business and take care of the next 2 games.
Absolutely, and you know what? You want to be peaking this time of year. You don't want to. Right now, Lincoln's got huge swag. They came in here last night and blew both teams up, and now they've got swagger, and it's going to be up to the Omaha Junior Lancers to punch back and win this game today, so they go into the tournament with some momentum.
Absolutely, and next week's game against Lincoln will be a 4:30 p.m. start. We'll be leaving here early that morning.
Sure.
Of course, trying to get away, make sure we don't run into any weather, right? It may be earlier than that, depending upon how weather is next week. But we'll be playing 4:30 in the afternoon. We'll be live on OHN, and we'll bring all that action to you Thursday.
So make sure everybody that's following us, and you have other friends and family that like to tune into the games, follow the link, and we'll have all the games on from Ames.
Absolutely. And going back into today's game here, you said Coach Harryhill kind of had a bunch of stuff on the whiteboard. Yeah. He was basically, he lined out the entire roster on the whiteboard.
Number for number.
Number for number, giving them, things to think about, I don't necessarily want to give them away, but
as individual players.
But as individual players, things for them to think about, things that they can do for today's game, things that he expects them to do on a daily basis.
Right.
So I thought that was kind of neat. I know the players, obviously, not only because they were told to read it, a lot of them took really deep interest in what it was said. And, they were asking questions, and of them not only to coach, but of their own teammates.
Well, when I walked in, I wanted to get a picture of it so we could talk about it like we're doing now. And, the kids were just mobbed in front of that grease board, and they were all focused on that. And they were there. I mean, it took me 10 minutes to get close enough to get a picture. So they took it to heart, and we'll see what happens.
Absolutely. Well, we're just getting ready, finish warm-ups, and we got starting lineups here for Omaha, Mike?
Yes. Let me pull it up here. It looks like the starting lineup is going to be Logan Mercier centering Matthew Howell and Zach Hoffman, and Will Volinick and Barnes will be on the blue line. So there's your starting 5, and in the net is Nolan Eicherman.
Ikes gets the start. And looking back at last night's game, even though we didn't score a ton of goals, 1 goal, Simon Johnson played out of his head.
He did. He played really well.
Really well.
Yep. And you know what? We'll talk about the varsity game when we get to that level. But, they were competitive games. It just that things didn't go the right way. Puck's down. Lincoln wins the tap. They go D to D in the neutral ice. Howell on the forecheck tries to steal the puck away. Mercier chips it up front. They get into the zone. Mercier out of the left wing corner. He'll play it for Hoffman. Hoffman tries to wrap it. Volinick able to keep it in from the left point. Intercepted by Lincoln. Back to Volinick, and he'll lob it into the left wing corner. Lincoln tries to gain the zone, and Will Volinick will take it from the other side. Omaha on a line change. They'll change personnel. And the puck is rimmed to the other side. Harding, he tries to keep the puck in. Right now, the effort level is considerably better than last night.
Absolutely,
just in the first 2 minutes here. That'll result in an icing. And this faceoff will come back to the Junior Stars end. Omaha's left wing faceoff circle. Just to the blocker side of goaltender number 30, Colton Hollebeck. Tim Johnson on the draw. Omaha wins it back, but it splits to D and ends up in neutral ice. Backhanded up the half wall on the right wing side to Deltz. He lays it in. Johnson on the forecheck. Backed up by Harding. Harding gets the net front. He deals it out front and can't make the connection. And out into neutral ice it comes. Mooney now. He gains the blue line. He gets tripped off the play. Sinnott lobs it in behind the Lincoln cage. They harness it and try to move it up their left wing half wall. Mercier in there. Mooney bumping number 13, Caden Verjeka, off the puck. And Omaha able to keep it in. Now Lincoln gains control and they come into neutral ice. Played down the right wing side on a good angle there. Bruning takes out 27, or at least moves him into the corner. That's Jared Topple. Lincoln goes D to D from their point. Shot and a steer aside by Eicherman. On the puck is number 5, Stephen Jones. Omaha wins it back. Headman pass to Victor Knapp, and he gets finished off by number 24. That's Connor Eitzman from the Lincoln Junior Stars. He makes separation. The puck ends up in the Lincoln zone, and Omaha gains control. Lincoln comes out down their left wing side. They move it right wing on that weak side breakout. And that'll result in an icing call, a stoppage in play, and a face-off in the Lincoln defensive zone. We have a Lincoln player down behind the play here, Mike.
Yeah, there was a penalty on that play. I think it was a kneeing penalty. Two players collided, and I think the referee was calling a kneeing. I didn't see a signal, but
yeah, the play was down here.
Or a trip. Well, it was as the play was going in, the two players kind of collided. Hopefully he's all right. It was one of those where the player was going in and the other player tried to avoid, and they
collided
and caught leg to leg.
The clashing cymbal scenario.
Well, hopefully he's all right.
Well, they appear to be looking at that left knee.
And I think that's when they tried to avoid each other. They caught the legs right around the knee area.
I'm trying to see the number of the Omaha player that's immediately went to the box, so I can't tell who that is, Mike. Lincoln has, all three of their coaches are out there. And Jake, our trainer here from UNMC, is out there. They're all attending to him.
This could very well result in in more than a 2-minute penalty.
That's what I'm thinking too.
The referee's over talking to Coach Airhill right now. He's somewhat up, not on his own 2 feet though.
No, he's can't put any weight on that left leg.
Hopefully he's
and they're
okay.
taking him off the ice here. We'll get you a number as soon as the boys get him off the ice surface. That's number 12, and that is Luke Horvath.
That's a big blow.
He's one of their top JV players. And it looks like Brady Rittenhauer is going to get a major penalty on this, and he'll be ejected from the game.
And he'll miss next week's game, too.
Yep. So that's a big blow for both teams, as Horvath is one of their top players. Rittenauer is one of the Omaha JV top players, and they're both out. Rittenauer for the rest of today and then the first game next week.
Yes.
Coach Airhill vehemently making his point to the official, and I think what he's getting at is, a lot of times when these things happen, Mike, the player that was injured that resulted in the major penalty to the opposition sometimes comes back in the game. And I think that's what Coach Harehill is trying to make a point of. But that remains to be seen.
Well, now they want him to put a guy in the box. Well, why wouldn't you just leave the guy in the box to serve the penalty? I mean, there was a game earlier in the season where they allowed nobody to be in the box.
I don't know if that's correct interpretation of the rule here, to be honest.
You know, there's been games I'm not sure that the officials know what the correct interpretation is.
Yeah, we didn't have an indication of anything, and
Right.
haven't heard anything from the PA announcer either. So Lincoln comes down the right wing side. They score. No. Everybody's sticks went up, and this puck went around behind the net. Premature celebration there. They mishandle in their own end and comes out into neutral ice where Caden Ware picks it up. Omaha able to chip it back into the defensive zone. On the forecheck is Harding. He tries to bump. He makes separation, but Lincoln picks up the puck. Harding gains it back.
Oh, that's a high hit there.
Well, it was tit for tat. And
Well,
yeah. Harding got the best of him, and he wanted to get his licks in too. Puck comes into the Omaha zone. On the wrap is Barnes. He tries to gain the zone. Lincoln able to hold it. Hoffman with a nice effort to get the puck into neutral ice. They'll go D to D. Kobe Skretta from Zach Moret. Omaha's got a quick up opportunity. They'll be content to launch it in on Holobeck. Merritt leaves it for Christensen. He comes out into neutral ice. Ferguson lays it in. Kind of lofts it into that left wing corner. Omaha tries to gain it as Barnes is trying to glass it and out, and they're able to hold that point. Mercier now on it. He drops it low for Barnes. Barnes is in the corner. He's got a 50-50 battle there. Lincoln gains the puck, and they'll indirect a pass to the point where Christensen handles it. Puck is loose. Hoffman's coming in. He's coming down the left wing side. And he had good pressure on the back check, as that was a shorthanded opportunity that was thwarted by the Lincoln Junior Stars. They headman it into neutral ice. And
that hit didn't look anything much different than the other one.
That hit was pure body to body. There was no knees. There wasn't anything. And the Omaha scores shorthanded just inside the blue line as Matthew Howell takes 2 steps and blows the puck by Holobeck. And we saw this collision right in front of our camera, and that was not a knee-to-knee. That was just a matter of a bigger player
and a smaller player.
And a smaller player. So that's Camden Aiden, and he collides with Will Volanek on a clean check just outside the blue line. And I know this is going to get some dander riled here with the Lincoln contingency. And then
is Jake out there right now, or is he still?
Jake's still attending to the other player.
All right.
Now, we really didn't see the hit down behind the play. This hit happened right in front of us, and that was a clean hit, as you could see. And our camera person agrees. and you know what, if you agree, then that's all we need. That was just an example of a bigger player on a smaller player. It was a clean hit. Volanek stepped up. There was no knee contact. It was all upper body. Now they're attending to that right leg.
Well, I think who's the?
I think Volanek hit him.
That's not one that you want to hit.
No, I mean you're looking at a 220-pound player versus a. Well, I could tell you here.
And I think they're both sophomores, aren't they?
I believe so. Let me get to the roster. Yeah, Camden Aiden is 169 pounds, and
that's a mismatch.
Yeah, and Will Volanek is 220.
Right.
Yeah, we hope.
He's getting up.
But, you know, these things get carried away by a lot of noise made in the building, and that was a clean hit. It's a bad deal for the Aiden boy, and he's a good player and a good kid, but that just, I mean, there was nothing cheap about that hit.
No, that was just a size factor.
People have to remember that hockey is a violent collision sport. And, you know, you don't like to see things happen that are over and above and beyond the call of duty, you know. But when a hit is delivered in a clean fashion, there's not a whole lot you can do about that. And you know, the other thing, frankly, the player coming in through neutral ice had his head down. He was looking at the puck, and that's, you know, cardinal rule, keep your head up.
But on the flip side, that was a shorthanded goal on that one.
Yeah, so here we're talking about a clean hit, and we were able to score a shorty to take the lead 1-0 with 10 minutes left in this first period.
It's not updating point streak.
That's from Barnes and Graffelman. Matt Howell with the potting of the goal. So Omaha takes a 1-0 lead. And now it's going to just get silly and chippy.
Well, they're going after Volanek, isn't it?
Yeah. Captain Skreda caught Will Volanek well behind the play. Will's a cool customer. He's not going to get into anything that's silly.
No, he's not, but why would you even... Hopefully the both sides cool down a little bit.
Johnson on the tap. He wins it back. Lincoln comes up with it. Stolen away in neutral ice by Mooney. And Omaha with a clear. 1:55 left on the man advantage for the Junior Stars. Varenka coming into the zone. He takes a shot short side. And comes around on the wrap and tries to get a shot from each post. And now we've got some. There's a yeah. Skreda with a cross check right under the chin of Sean Mooney.
Now, if you want to send one, I guess. I know we've got Lincoln viewers, but if you want to send one, that would be one to send to the locker room right there. I mean, that was a cross check right in the head.
Yeah. You know what?
And he's just going to get 2 minutes.
The first penalty we didn't see, so we can't really comment on that. The second injury here was a perfect hit, textbook style.
Well, that nullifies the remainder of that power play for Lincoln.
You know, I'm going to say this because that was a stupid penalty to take.
It was. And you'd say it whether it was Omaha
whether it was our guy or their guy. That was dumb. I mean, they had a power play, and now they don't.
Well, minute 30-ish left, 4-on-4, and then Omaha will take a small power play.
Small man advantage. On the rim, comes to the opposite side, net front. Omaha unable to cash in on that one. Ferguson coming down the left wing side, and he'll dump it into that right wing corner where Nate Sinnott picks it up. And Omaha gains the zone. Gavin Moffett out with Mercier. And boy, the elbows are flying, Mike. Every time an orange jersey skates by a blue one, there's some form of illicit behavior. Puck comes down to the Omaha zone where Bruning will play it. He'll back up behind his net. He'll headman it in directly to Mercier. Mercier will gain the red line, and he'll go cross ice to Hoffman, and he's going to be the first man to the puck. He rims it to the other side. On the pinch is Bruning. He'll try to keep it in. And Omaha's establishing a nice little forecheck here. Up the half wall, shot from the point, steer aside by Hollabeck. Loose puck, Lincoln picks it up, and they'll try to clear it. And we'll have a whistle as the puck was played with a hand. This will come down to the Lincoln end just outside the Lincoln end. It'll be the Omaha Lancers left wing dot in neutral ice. Graffelman is on the faceoff. Wrong spot. I thought that was incorrect because it was played by an Omaha player, so they'll bring it down on Lincoln's right wing dot just outside the Omaha defensive zone. Parr with it. He'll stretch back. He'll use his net. He comes out. He'll try to gain the zone, and he does. Graffelman with a nice play, backhanding it in.
Goalie.
Shot came right on Eicherman from the far blue line. Omaha 1 second. Now teams are even up. And this will result in an icing. 7:03 left in this first. Omaha leads 1-0. A couple of controversial plays here in the first period. Omaha tries to win the tap. In comes number 13. He's got pressure by Harding, and it's kicked aside. This will result in another penalty, but Harding saved a goal. We'll see what this referee rules here. He wasn't clearly enough ahead of him to call it a penalty shot.
No, I think he's probably going to get
He'll get a trip.
Hooking or a trip, yeah.
Two-minute minor on Omaha's number 88.
Although I didn't see a signal.
Colton Harding. He did it right at the bench area there.
I missed it.
2-minute minor for hooking, so Lincoln back on the power play. 6:54 left in the period. Number 27, Jared Toppel on the dot. Right off the dot, a shot and a save by Eicherman. Omaha with a clear, but they could only get it into neutral ice. Lincoln regroups. Toppel has it again. He'll go strong side to Skreda. Lincoln moving it up and down the left wing half wall. Players out of position here.
I was going to say they looked really confused.
Yeah, two of the top forwards on the penalty kill were both on the same side of the ice. Out comes Deltz. He lays it in. Battle of the 27s there. Weak side pass to Toppel. He comes in. Lincoln backs up in their zone. And Skreda has it. He's forechecked by Graffelman. Moffitt gains it. He's got Graffelman on the weak side. Takes a shot, a blocker save, and it goes off into the left wing corner. Lincoln trying to muster a breakout. They get that weak side forward. Sinnott. And the puck went off a Lancer player there on the player box. So this face-off will be just outside the defensive blue line for the Omaha Junior Lancers. Lincoln's left wing dot. Puck is down. Omaha wins the tap. 33 seconds left on Lincoln's man advantage. Knapp down low. Forechecking, trying to move wide. He intercepts a pass. Did a great job angling that player toward the wall. Sinnott. He finishes his check. Knapp has it, loses the handle. Comes across to Mooney, and Mooney will drive it the length of the ice for a clear. And this will even things up. Teams are at full strength. 4:51 left in the first. Pass into neutral ice to Bosch. He was the the man of the hour for yesterday's game as he scored the overtime shootout goal to win the game for the Stars. Parr gains control, moves it over to Hoffman. Hoffman finds Howell. Howell's coming down the left wing side. He goes around the dot, gets a shot, and a steer aside by Hollabeck. Back to Howell. He controls behind the net. Good forechecking pressure right now by the Omaha Junior Lancers. Puck comes to the point. Bruning goes D to D. Parr steps in and gets a shot. Scores! Great play off the left wing half wall to Quinn Bruning. He dials it over for Lucas Parr, and he shoots from two steps inside that blue line and pots the second goal.
Excellent look by Bruning across to Parr and was able to find the back of the net.
Bruning did a great job. He knew right where he was going as soon as he touched that puck. And that's what you have to do. You got to think ahead of the game. And that was a great job on him getting that puck over to Parr, and then Parr with a quality shot. Logan Mercier on the second assist.
On the second assist
Yep.
is what was announced.
So Parr from Bruning and Mercier. Omaha leads 2-0 in this first period. 3:53 left. Topple on the dot. Puck is down. Omaha wins the tap. Rimmed by Volanek. Right out into neutral ice. It's a 2-on-2. It's soon to be a 3-on-2. Blinken has good back-checking numbers. Puck goes right from the right wing half wall across the net front, and a shot steered aside by Hollabeck. From the point, and a redirect. Net front by Deltz, right into the belly of Hollabeck. Huge difference in today's game.
Absolutely. Omaha's out here with a little spark, and I think both teams are starting to settle down a little bit, although it's a big loss for Lincoln to lose those two guys.
Yeah, and that's a bad deal, and we certainly know what that's like. Puck is rimmed. Barnes can't keep it in the zone. He comes out into neutral ice. He'll look to escape or dish it. He handles between two players, able to put the puck in neutral ice where it's picked up by Knapp. He comes down that left wing side, gets to the middle, goes to his forehand, gets poke checked away. Mercier able to get the puck out of the hands of a Star, but it goes over to Lincoln's side and they dump it in. 24 on the retrieve, Connor Eitzman. He's got pressure from Knapp. Deltz out. Volanek to Deltz. Deltz indirects it into the Lincoln defensive zone. Lincoln trying to muster a breakout. Pressure by Graffelman and Moffitt. Skretta. He'll come out from behind his cage. Comes down the left wing side. He gets bumped off the play. Mike, what you don't want is you don't want this game to turn into a... last night we talked about how the game was aphysical. It was totally a non-physical game. Well, that doesn't usually happen in hockey. No. Today has been more physical.
This is the exact opposite of what last night was. And you know what? Some teams are more prone to that. And, we've got... The Junior Lancers have several kids that are, upwards of 180 pounds or better. And so it's almost like, you got to be careful what you ask for. Sure.
Howell on the chase. Lincoln comes into the neutral ice zone. And Topple goes east to west on the blue line. Sticks are up, elbows are up. Nice hit there by Topple on Hoffman. Mercier's being forechecked by number 13. That's Caden Verjeka. Verjeka gets a shot and a smothering save by Eicherman with 52 seconds left.
Hard to believe this is still the first period.
Well, a lot of stoppages, yeah. Seems like it should be the end of 2.
Yeah, last night it went by pretty quick.
Yep. You know, Omaha playing with some pride today, so that's a good sign. Puck is down. Lincoln wins a tap. Back to the point. Number 9, shot from the point. Bouncing puck and a nice save by Eicherman. Puck is still loose. Goes into the corner where Harding has it to Johnson. Johnson indirects it over to Parr. Parr tries to gain the zone. He puts it into neutral ice. Smart play. Christensen picks it up. He'll headman it over to Bosch. Bosch and Bruning collide. Johnson finds Harding. Harding tries to backhand it in. Can't get it low enough. Although Lincoln loses a handle and brings it in behind their goal line. Right from the top of the goal crease there is Knapp, and he gets a quality shot. Now we've got some pushing and shoving in front of the net.
He's got to learn to walk away from those after whistle issues around the front of the net. You get cross-checked, you can't stand there and look for a retaliation. You got to just skate away.
Back out. Yep.
Especially this time of year.
And you know what? It's gotten rough enough as it is.
Right.
Omaha's left wing dot. Mercier on it. Omaha wins the tap that goes net front. Lincoln able to clear. That ends your first period of play. Omaha leads the Lincoln Junior Stars 2-0. We'll take a short pause. We'll be right back with second period action. You're watching the Omaha Junior Lancers on the Omaha Hockey Network.
There you go. Thank you. So where did you even start?
Nebraska Medicine.
Really?
He's home now. They implanted this tiny device where they can monitor his heart from anywhere.
I have some good news. Cancer's in remission. CAR T cells work.
Oh my God, amazing. They actually removed the clot that was causing Marie's stroke. She's doing great.
No matter what it is, without question, they are our go-to.
Your connection to the state's most comprehensive care. Nebraska Medicine.
Welcome back to Ralston Arena here, getting ready for second period of action. That first period, Mike, took a little bit. There were a few stoppages in play, and we're ready to go for period 2 with your Omaha Junior Lancers up 2-0 over the Lincoln Junior Stars.
Very good.
I was going to say, as we talked about, a much more physical game, much more in, I don't know, not just the physicality, but the pace itself has increased.
Absolutely. And you know what?
Teams.
The first 2 keys, number 1, effort points. And number 2, play with a chip on your shoulder. In other words, be the initiator. And right now, that first period was a great example of the Junior Lancers being proactive in this game instead of reactive. Mercier tries to gain control of the puck in neutral ice. Knapp goes in for a check against Topple. I think Topple got the advantage on that. Parr keeps it in. Pressure by The chef down in the right wing corner comes out. Bruning has it. He'll stretch back in his end. And he makes a nice escape move and just indirects it into neutral ice where it's picked up by number 9, Zach Moret. Moffitt now has it. He's bumped off the play, but Howell tries to pick up the puck. Ends up in neutral ice. And Lincoln definitely trying to pick up the physicality in this game.
The problem I see with that is they're picking it up against the bigger players.
Yeah, I mean, and you know what? Like I said, be careful what you ask for, because I don't think. I mean, with all due respect, I think the junior stars are a little undersized compared to some of these kids out here. I mean, Will Volynick is a young player, and he is a 6'1", 220-pound defenseman. Moffitt is a big kid. Deltz is put together. All these kids are bigger players, stature-wise. Barnes with a shot. Kicked aside by Hollabeck. Oh, Lincoln's made a goal change, Mike. That's caught him in there now.
Oh, I missed that. Nor did they announce it. I wonder if they caught it.
Well, I noticed a shorter player, then I noticed the 2 on his jersey, so 42 is Wesley Cottom. He had a great game last night. No icing's been waived. First man back is Volynick. He goes into the corner with Bosch. Omaha trying to gain the zone here. They'll try to move it up their right wing half wall. Comes back to Barnes. He'll go indirect to Volynick. And Volynick goes weak side to Hoffman, who plays it for Mercier. Mercier comes into the zone. Lincoln comes out. Poke checked by Howell. Howell goes weak side, tape to tape with Lincoln's Christensen. Sennett now has it. He'll move it up the right wing half wall. Shot from point blank, low below the circle. Missed assignment there, and a nice save by Eicherman. This face-off will be in Omaha's defensive zone, just to the blocker side of Nolan Eicherman. Topple on the face-off. He'll go up against Graffelman. Puck is down. Omaha wins the tap. Come back to Mooney. Mooney with a nice escape move. He's a knifing player. He can get into neutral ice really well. He's pretty poised puck carrier. He's all the way in. He leaves it net front. Nobody home to bury. And Omaha has to come out into neutral ice while they'll regroup. They launch the puck back into the left wing corner. Lincoln will rim it to the opposite side, where Sinnott spoons in a shot on Cottom. Topple's got a weak sider with him. He tries to dish it across to a wide open Caden Varenka. Omaha didn't have sufficient numbers on that back check. Puck from across ice from Deledy to Knapp. Lincoln has it behind their cage. Knapp, he'll take a shot, leaves it net front, steered aside by Cottom. Ends up behind the cage. Omaha trying to fish it from low to high into the crease area. Parr keeps it in. He lays it out front. Timmy Johnson backhands it low in the zone to Deltz. They try to rim it. Bruning tries to keep it in, and it pops out. Lincoln with an outnumbered situation, a 2-on-1. They got a weak side forward. They choose to take a shot. Nice. Eicherman with a save and a clear. Several shots and several saves by Nolan Eicherman down there below the dots. Lincoln with a tough effort there, trying to get pucks to the net Bruning has it. He'll escape behind his cage. He'll move it to the half wall. Omaha will look to try to play it out, and they can't gain the zone.
Starting to get sloppy again.
Bruning, he has some time and space. He'll skate it. He'll gain that blue line. Puts it into neutral ice where Johnson tries to handle it. Bruning comes across and backhands it into the left wing corner. Lincoln plays it. Omaha on a personnel change. Landon Wagner carrying up the left wing side. Volanek now with control. He'll come from behind his cage. He backhands it over to Howell, who leaves it for Mercier. Nice give. Indirect pass to Mercier right on his tape. He'll come into the left wing corner. Puck over to Howell. They'll cycle it down low. Hoffman's down there with Mercier. Back to Hoffman. Net front is Howell. They traverse to the opposite side. Up their right wing half wall. Comes out into neutral ice where Barnes will pick it up. He'll play it for Howell, but he's got some pressure. And he lays it into neutral ice where Matt Howell has it. And a kick save. A shot from neutral ice. Played by Mercier to Hoffman. Hoffman leaves it in the corner, and Lincoln picks it up. They'll indirect it down into the Omaha zone where Volanek curls in front of his net, and he'll come down that right wing side. He has some get up and go for a big guy. My goodness.
That one almost found its way in.
Yeah, he skated the length of the ice and was blowing by people. Another shot from the point in the steer side. Another shot goes wide of the net. Sinnott trying to keep it in. He'll poke it in. We'll have a stoppage and play and a face-off. .7:39 left in this second period. Omaha leads 2-0.
Double check shots here to give an update here.
This draw will be just outside the Lincoln defensive blue line.
Yeah, just as suspected, they don't have the two goalie switch over there.
Graffelman on the dot.
I think he must have came into the second period, didn't he?
Yeah.
Caught him.
Yeah, right at the beginning, I think.
It's showing shots 12-5 favor of us right now.
Okay.
But they don't have a split between Cottom and Hollaback.
D to D. Omaha loses the handle. And in Lincoln comes Christensen, just fading a shot off that weak side post. Wide. It comes off the back wall, and Eicherman covers it up. This faceoff will be Lincoln's right wing dot. Puck is dropped. Omaha wins the tap. Mooney has it. He'll go weak side. Knocked down in front by Graffelman. He'll send it over to Knapp. And Lincoln's out again into neutral ice. They'll dump it in as they spoon it into the Omaha left wing corner. Omaha gains the handle. They come in and a shot by Knapp. He's had his chances today.
He has. He's been playing well.
Comes the length of the ice, and Eicherman has to play it, so he'll cover up. And this will be a defensive zone face-off for the Lancers. Lincoln's left wing circle. Topple on the dot. He'll face Tim A. Johnson. Puck's down. Johnson wins it. Parr rims it. Lincoln able to keep it in. They move it down the half wall. And it's chipped back up. Equal numbers there, 3-on-3. Right between the hash marks, and it comes out where Deltz tries to play it. He overskates it. Shot from the point, and a save by Eicherman. Lincoln with definite momentum here in this last 5 minutes or so, Mike. Puck was loose up front. They couldn't cover it or clear.
If it weren't for a few blocks and Eicherman saves, then Lincoln might have this game tied.
Another save by Eicherman. Nice catch. He drops it and covers up. 5:56 left in the second period. Your Omaha Junior Lancers lead the Lincoln Junior Stars 2-0 in a completely different game from yesterday.
Absolutely.
Puck comes to the Lincoln point as they win that draw. Now it's played down low. Kind of a risky pass there from Howell to Volinick as he shovels it over right between the hash marks. But Lincoln comes into neutral ice. Well, they'll have to regroup. Now they're stretching back in their own D zone. Mercier picks it up. He'll stretch back to Volinick. Volinick will take a look. He'll try to indirect a pass. No one home, and Lincoln comes back into the Omaha end. Eicherman out of position after a save, but Omaha defense able to clear the puck. Nice play by Hoffman, backing in to steal that puck. And from behind the net, Mercier puts it in the blue paint area and caught him with a cover-up. Face-off will be in the Lincoln defensive zone to the glove side of Cottam. Omaha's left wing face-off circle. On the dot is Graffelman, flanked by defenseman number 50, Barnes. And 63, Will Volinick. Puck goes low into the zone.
I was just going to say, just noticing down below here, there's quite a few alumni that are here for senior night.
Oh, yeah, they're out in numbers. We even have a couple junior players that have made the trip in.
Yep.
Mass of humanity between the hash marks.
Man.
And Lincoln getting shots. They got to move that group out of there so Eicherman can see the puck. Knapp has it. He'll go weak side. Lincoln able to keep it in. I think Omaha just should, for the next minute or so, be content to put the puck into neutral ice and have Lincoln regroup.
That works.
And just take their time. Possess the puck. Barnes is doing just that now. He'll take a look. He tries to find Harding in neutral ice as Lincoln had 4 men in their own offensive zone there. To the point. Deltz with 2 nights move to the dot. He shoots and scores! 2 beautiful toe drags by Jaden Deltz, and he gets to that left wing dot and blows one past Cottam on the glove side. With 3:32 left, Omaha takes a lead 3-0.
Nice shot, very well played. He showed a lot of patience with that puck there, Mike.
That was good to see. He was poised and patient with that puck. Toe drug it twice, got to that dot, and launched a bullet.
And considering how the last 5 minutes or so have played out, very much needed.
That's what you call a capitalistic goal, because that whole second half of that period was in the Omaha zone.
Eicherman made another save. We gave it away off the faceoff.
Another save. Lincoln's pinning their ears back. They're not done yet. Right off that goal, went to center ice, and Lincoln wins the draw, and they launch an attack. right from the get-go. They'll go weak side to Topple. They try to find Vareka. And they're getting pressure. They're getting pressure, Mike. Mooney now has it. He's got some skating room. He leads a head man pass to Hoffman on a breakaway. He shoots and scores! At the 2:38 mark on a nice long bomb, smart play by Sean Mooney. And a great stretch breakout to Hoffman. He goes in unattended and pots the fourth.
Great effort by Hoffman. He was bobbling the puck a little bit, and I'm like, oh, he's going to lose it. He's going to lose it. And he gained it right at the last second and was able to bury it.
He has pretty good wheels, and you know, the only time you see him slow down is if he is having a hard time with the puck. Because he's a player that once he gets it on his tape, you can't tell. I mean, he has no difference in speed with or without a puck.
Which is a good thing.
Mercier from Hoffman, another redirect to Cottom. From Hoffman to Mercier to Howell. And Cottom makes a great save to thwart that attack. Mercier from behind the net. He'll try to go low to high to Howell. The shot. Puck still loose. Lincoln has it now in their corner. They'll try to blast it out. Howell intercepts, and he'll rim it back in. On the forecheck is Moffitt. From the point, Bruning tries to keep it in. Chipped into neutral ice where Moffitt will pick it up. He'll come down that right wing half wall into the corner. He's got backside support from Mercier and Parr. Lincoln gains the handle. They'll gather it and come into neutral ice. They shovel it in. Parr with a backhand back into neutral ice. Minute 23 left. Bruning goes D to D to Parr. Over to Graffelman. He tries to backhand to Deledy. Leads him a little too much. Christensen ends up with it. Bosch, he tries to play it down the right wing half wall. Bumped off the play. Bosch coughs up the puck in the neutral ice. Lincoln will have to regroup. They'll indirect it over to number 4, Ferguson. And he lays it in on Eicherman, and he'll steer it aside. 43 seconds left. Shot from inside the zone, and it's covered up by Nolan Eicherman with 34.9 seconds. They still have the period listed as the first period on the scoreboard, Mike.
That's a long first period.
That's a really long first period. And they did not make the goaltending change in point streak.
I'll check it here at the end of the period.
Off the draw, puck gets shoveled to the net, and Eicherman with a save. Face it right back off at the same right wing circle. Still words being spoken to one another. Usually these teams have gotten along pretty well this year. A lot of the kids know each other. Steered aside off the face-off. Omaha wins the tap. They'll rim it to their right wing wall. Now they'll go cross ice to Deltz. Harding plays it to Deltz. Deltz has it again. He gets to the dot, dishes it for Johnson, and a shot just wide of the net, and Johnson's taken off the play by Vareka. Back over to him. He comes into the zone. He shoots. Eicherman with another save, and that ends this second period of play as emotions are running high here. Lincoln's trying to leave the ice, and Topple and Barnes are exchanging words. 2 players left in that end, so the officials are trying to move them over where they can get off with their teammates. That ends that second period of play. We're going to be back with third period action, and I guarantee you there'll be action. Omaha leads 4-0 against the Lincoln Junior Stars. You're watching the Omaha Junior Lancers on the Omaha Hockey Network.
At Olden House Contracting, our specialty is transforming homes and leaving lasting impressions. As one of Omaha's leading design build contractors, Olden House Contracting's experience, talent, and creativity make us the trusted experts in home improvement, renovation, and remodeling. Whether you're looking to invest in an expensive full house remodel, a custom addition, or a new kitchen, we'll bring your vision to life. Olden House Contracting, 402-573-8125. That's 402-573-8125. Or oldenhousecontracting.com. That's OLDENHUIS contracting.com.
There you go. Thank you. So where did you even start?
Nebraska medicine.
Really?
He's home now. They implanted this tiny device where they can monitor his heart from anywhere.
I have some good news. Cancer's in remission. CAR T cells work.
Oh my God, amazing. They actually removed the clot that was causing Marie's stroke. She's doing great.
No matter what it is, without question, they are our go-to.
Your connection to the state's most comprehensive care. Nebraska Medicine.
Welcome back to Ralston Arena here for third period action between the Omaha Junior Lancers and Lincoln Junior Stars. Mike, tail end of that second period, there was a couple penalties called, and Omaha is actually going to come out here on a power play.
Wow, I didn't see that happening. Did all that occur right after the period ended?
Right at the buzzer mark. And actually, it wasn't a couple penalties. It was Jared Topple with a high stick for 2 minutes. So
the infraction, or what Lincoln would refer to as a no call with Volinick, we were reviewing the video, and it was all upper body contact, and the player tried.
What about the first one?
That was pretty hefty. Yeah, that was on Brady, and he got his knee out there, but fortunately Horvath is okay. But the other boys got a little looseness in that joint, so they're going to get it looked at. But there wasn't anything that Will Volinick did that was illegal.
Just a big body.
Just a big body, you know. And the boy had his head down, and he tried to jump over him the last minute, and that's when Volinick launched into him.
Oh, a fan.
Well, you don't see that every day.
No.
Will Volinick with a fan shot from the point. Ice is wet, though, so.
Yeah, I was going to say Mom and Dad might want to buy him a new stick. Mom, Dad.
Yeah. $300. Mooney with it. He'll lay it down low. Omaha on a power play. Apparently with some incidents that occurred after the whistle had blown at the end of the period. Howell has it. He'll sauce it over to weak side forward Logan Mercier, who leaves it for Howell at the point. He'll wind up to Volinick. Shot wide, trying on the redirect there. Mercier with a nice cross to Mooney. A shot, puck is loose in front of the net, and Lincoln with a clear. 39 seconds left in the man advantage. Third period action. Omaha leads 4-0. Bruning corrals the puck. He'll cross the blue line and get into neutral ice. He headmans it to Harding. Harding comes into the zone and ladles it into that corner. He's got support down low. Goes to the point to Bruning. Bruning looks, backhands it back to Harding. He gets to the dot. He shoots, and it's either blocked. I can't tell if Cottom had a piece of that or not. Lincoln comes in, shorthanded, 2-on-1 here. The teams are even strength now at 12:45. Shot from neutral ice is steered aside by Eicherman. Indirect pass to Harding. He'll leave it in the left wing corner. Dishes it out front, just out of the reach of Graffelman. Comes back down to the Omaha end where Sinnott will play it. Coach Harehill very happy between periods in the effort of his team. And a lot of the goals he had written down have been achieved, and he just told them to keep doing what they're doing and to play with jam and pride, and it certainly seems like they've done that here in the first two periods.
Very prideful, absolutely.
Whistle, stoppage in play. This puck will come out to the Lincoln left wing dot just outside the Omaha defensive blue line. On the tap will be Stephen Jones against Tim Johnson. Johnson wins that back to Sinnott. Sinnott will use his net. He'll reverse direction, and it'll be picked up by Mooney. Mooney moves it up the right wing half wall, and Deltz now has it. He'll shovel it across to Johnson, who leaves it in neutral ice for Deledy. Lincoln picks it up and lays it in to the Omaha end, where Eicherman steers it aside, and back out into neutral ice it comes. They'll go D to D. Skretta has it. He's got pressure by Deltz. Mooney will pick it up. He makes a nice escape move, and he'll come up that left wing. gets to neutral ice. Headmans it to Deltz. Deltz just can't handle, but he's able to get the puck low. And Lincoln will have to retrieve it, and they'll rim it into neutral ice where Parr picks it up. He'll go D to D with Bruning. Bruning will look across ice. Omaha on a personnel change, so he'll take it in. Lincoln poke checks it out into neutral ice, where it's played by Hoffman and Mercier. Puck's back and forth now as Lincoln has to stretch into their end and launch a breakout through neutral ice, where it's picked up by Lucas Parr. He'll indirect it to Hoffman, intercepted by Christensen, and they gain the Omaha zone and trying to do their business on that left wing half wall. Transition side over to the right wing corner, and now behind the net, Bruning plays it. He'll move it up for Hoffman and can't gain the handle, and a shot from Harley Ferguson and a save by Nolan Eicherman.
You know, right now Lincoln's not giving up. They're still putting a lot of pressure on that Omaha zone.
Yeah, they should. I mean, they got the win last night, and they did it through hard work and perseverance. Puck is down. Omaha wins that tap. Out of the zone comes Moffitt. He's coming down that right wing side. They move it up the half wall. Lincoln gains the handle, and they try to lay it into neutral ice. Volinick has it. He will shoot it in and right into the netting behind the Lincoln cage.
Wrong net, but
just outside into neutral ice, Omaha's left wing dot. Graffelman on it with Topple. Puck's down. Omaha wins the tap back to Barnes. Volinick protecting the puck, gains that red line, and he will loft it in. One hop in front of Cottom.
I think that's the backhand shot he was looking for last night in that shootout. Instead, it went wide.
Omaha trying to control down low below the dots. They move it up the half wall. It's rimmed to the other side. Barnes there. It comes out into neutral ice, where Lincoln will drop it back to their defenseman, Marat, and he tries to leave it in the Omaha zone. Played toward the net. Barnes intercepts. He'll use the cage to come out in reverse direction to Volinick. Volinick will have some time and space, and he lays it out. A nice touch pass to Knapp as he comes into the zone, trying to get to his forehand. He's bumped off the play. Deltz now with it behind the net. He'll move it over the half wall. Left for Johnson, and he just gets poke checked away at the last moment, and the puck goes into the corner. Back to the point. Down the half wall. Down in the corner to Deltz. Deltz will move it back up to Barnes at the point. And a shot is knocked down in front. And number 6, Ty Wheeler, will try to carry it out. Johnson picks it up in neutral ice. He'll indirect it. Tries to find Deltz. And Lincoln back in their zone, trying to regroup and launch a breakout. Puck leaves the ice, and we'll have a stoppage in play at 8:22. Omaha changing personnel. Lincoln changing their squad. This face-off will be the glove side of Cottom. Sean Mooney on the left point. He's flanked by Sinnott on the right. And this face-off will be Omaha's left wing circle. Mercier on the tap against Christensen to Zach Hoffman. Shot right off the face-off, and they score on a mishandled puck by Cottom. Ends up in the paint, and Omaha converts their 5th goal at 8:17. There were 3 players down there, so we didn't know. It looks like Logan Mercier got the goal. We'll get you the official scoring as soon as Point Streak updates here. But it appears that Logan Mercier potted the goal.
Yes, he did.
From Hoffman.
The only reason I know that is because Coach Harrell just took a timeout.
So the leading scorer in the JV division pots another one. He's always in the right place at the right time, and I think one of his biggest tools in his toolbox is his brain, the way he thinks. He sees the game really well, sees the ice very well, and he's got a great hockey IQ. And there the announcement is. Logan Mercier is officially crowned the season leading scorer and the top scoring forward in JV recent history.
Absolutely. We were a little ahead of the game yesterday, but today is the official. 64 points. The previous record was held by Carter Angel in Mason City with 63 points.
So congratulations to Logan Mercier. And to be honest with you, he probably didn't even know how many points he had. He's not a kid that looks at his points.
No,
he's a team guy.
He's a team guy,
Yep.
exactly, yes.
So great little celebration. They take a timeout, they make the announcement, and they get some photo moments for Logan and his teammates. And now with his father.
Our water boy. Our H2O specialist.
Well, he's a colonel in the Air Force.
Well, what can I say? Step down.
Yeah, we appreciate all his help. He takes care of all the equipment needs, and it's a selfless job, and he tackles it with dignity and respect and loves to do it, and he loves being around the team, and that's a great thing. Heck, Mike, that's why we're still around.
That's right. Not because they need us. Because we like to be here.
Lincoln takes control in neutral ice. Christensen moves the puck over to Connor Eitzman, and he lays it in the zone where Sinnott plays it. Omaha with a commanding lead now, 5-0. Deltz has it. Poke checked away by Christensen. And he'll leave it into that right wing corner where Sinnott will play it. He moves it up the wall to Moffitt, and off a skate of a Lincoln Star, it comes down into their end all the way behind their cage, and they'll regroup and set up a breakout. Bosch chips it to Christensen. He'll come down the right wing side. He's flanked by number 4, Ferguson, but he's got forechecking pressure by Tim Johnson and Barnes. And now Delete joins the fray in the corner. Left out front, Parr has it. He tries to find Deltz coming out, and the puck is shoved back into the zone. Now he's got an opportunity, and he'll quick it up across that red line and gain the zone. Still has control. Moves it up to half wall. Now he's got support. And Knapp picks the puck up. And Victor Knapp's had a pretty good game today.
He has. You've mentioned him a few times, and you know he's not only been mentioned on the offensive side, but he's also been mentioned, you know, on the defensive side as well. He's been in all aspects of the game.
Into the corner it goes, and Knapp fronts the defender. The shot goes in, and it's kicked aside by Eicherman. Another nice toe drag by Deltz. He gets in low. Poke checked away. The puck ended up behind the net. Still loose. Still in the zone. Omaha trying to control it. Lincoln comes out into neutral ice. And rubbed off the play is Jones. Picked up behind the net by Sinnott. He'll try to glass it and out. Skreda able to keep it in. Barnes now tries to gather that puck in. And gets to the opposite side where Moffitt comes in with some speed. He'll lay it across the net front just out of the reach of Carl Graffelman. And Lincoln's back out. Carrying the puck into the zone is Caden Ware. Drop back for Skreda. He'll shoot, and it's steered aside by Eicherman. Topple now. And he gets a shot, and a nice save by Eicherman as that got between the pads, but he ended up closing it up. And we'll have a Lincoln offensive zone faceoff. Topple on the faceoff, their right wing circle. 5:14 left. Knapp carrying it in. Poke checked away just outside the blue line. Back to Knapp. Knapp tries to launch a shot. Puck's loose in front and caught him with a cover-up as Jaden Deltz gets right to the blue paint in a hurry. 4:59 left in a 5-0 game. Mike, I was asked between periods for the festivities for senior day here, are they cleaning ice after?
I think they're going to be cleaning it after the fact because they're going to come out, do senior day, warm-ups, and then clean ice.
Gotcha.
At least that's my understanding. Things could have changed since 9 o'clock this morning.
Puck comes out of the zone. It looked like it skipped out of the zone, but it was waved. Deltz tries to backhand it. It's throttled in by number 4, Harley Ferguson. Parr plays it across into the strong side corner. Bruning plays it into neutral ice. He gains that red line. Should probably backhand it or just get it low in the zone.
Yeah, because there he goes.
Because he got rubbed off the play by Christensen.
And
but now he has control again. And now he rims it. So good play by Bruning.
He eventually got there.
Went roundabout. Hoffman picks it up down low and gets a shot. Omaha D stretches. Sinnott moves it up the half wall into neutral ice. Pressure by Howell. Stolen away by Hoffman. And offsides is your call, as they couldn't tag up before the puck crossed the
It's
blue
a moot
line.
point at this stage of the game, but I could have swore he didn't enter the zone.
Well, I thought they had tagged up in time. It's a close call, though. 3:32 left. Logan the Chef Mercier. Mercier with a shot. Just wide and high of the net. Rub out by Howell. Lincoln picks it back up. Skretta now has it. He'll leave it up front for number 19, Jace Polivka. And they gain the Omaha zone. Sinnott, he'll wrap it. They try to chip it out. And now it comes just outside the blue line. They'll have to tag up. Omaha picks it up. Hoffman has it. He'll bring it in, and it's poke checked off his stick into neutral ice as Caden Ware, he'll launch it into the zone. It wraps, stopped behind the net by Eicherman, and played over for Sinnott. Now Barnes, he'll play it back to the opposite side. Hoffman tries to leave it for Deledy. From the point, number 21 shoots wide of the net. That's Owen Barrow. Back to the points. .207 left. Shot from the point. Gets redirected behind the cage. Graffelman now. He's got Deledy with him. They come into the zone. Parr tries to seal it off. Moffitt drops back on D. They go D to D up to Graffelman in neutral ice. Right wing side. They'll just try to lay it across the middle between the face-off circles, and it ends up on the right wing half wall. Howell knocked down in front. It's played by Topple. Minute 21. Stick handled by Eicherman. A little loose there. The puck got out to his weak side post. And we have an offside whistle at 1:12. This face-off just outside the Omaha blue line. Lincoln's right wing dot. Omaha wins the tap back to Parr. Parr will try to dish it. Chips it into neutral ice. And back to him. He'll circle around in his end. And he'll come into the Lincoln zone, and he lays it into that left wing corner. Steer aside by Cottom. Another save down low. Knapp with a attempted steal there. Lincoln lays it out for Christensen in neutral ice. Makes a nice move and dumps it into the right wing corner. Bosch on the chase. Sennett gets there first. He's got some time and space, and he'll go weak side. Just misses. Knapp hops over his stick, and Lincoln able to dump it back in. 16 seconds remain in this contest, and they're just freezing the puck behind the net. They're trying to rag it along that back dasher board. 5 seconds left, and this should end this contest as the Omaha Junior Lancers come back in distinguished fashion to win today against the Lincoln Junior Stars 5-0. We're going to take a short pause. We'll have Senior Day festivities, and we'll be back with the three-star selection momentarily. You're on the Omaha Hockey Network.
Here you go. Thank you. So where did you even start?
Nebraska Medicine.
Really?
He's home now. They implanted this tiny device where they can monitor his heart from anywhere.
I have some good news. Cancer's in remission. CAR T cells worked.
Oh my God, amazing. They actually removed the clot that was causing Marie's stroke. She's doing great.
No matter what it is, without question, they are our go-to.
Your connection to the state's most comprehensive care. Nebraska Medicine.
Welcome back for post-game reaction here, Mike. Solid win, Omaha 5, Lincoln Junior Stars 0. They, after last night's loss, they came back and made a statement.
They really did, and you know what? That sets the tone for next week. And, you know, they got defeated last night, and Lincoln deserved that win. But you know what? Today it was just too much for them to handle as Junior Lancers came out with their ears pinned back. They played with pride and did a great job in this game, winning 5-0.
Absolutely. You know, just doing a recap here. Period 1 saw Omaha get on the board with a goal by Matthew Howell, shorthanded. Assists going to Ben Barnes and Carl Graffelman in that first period at 10:57. Another by Lucas Parr from Quinn Bruning and Logan Mercier. That was Logan's tying 63rd point of the season. And then Jaden Deltz in the second period comes in from Timmy Johnson at 11:28. And then Zach Hoffman puts us up 4-0 with an assist from Sean Mooney at 12:22. And then icing on the cake, Logan Mercier scores from Matthew Howell and Zach Hoffman to record his league-leading, record-breaking 64th point.
What an opportunity, and great job by Logan. And like we talk about all the time, he's a selfless player, and he's a good leader and a good captain. And he's a kid that you know, there's going to be a heck of a story about this when he graduates, because if you can recall when he got picked for this team, that was one of the most moving experiences I've ever had in hockey. And I've been in this game as well as you have for a long, long time. And look where he's come, you know.
Absolutely. It'll be good here. Let's just wrap this up real quick. We'll go through 3 stars so we can get ready for senior brunch, as some of them like to call it. Our third star tonight, I'm going to go ahead and give it to Victor Knapp. Didn't score any points, but he was in a lot of the plays out there, defensively and offensively.
You noticed him.
You did. Number 2 star tonight, we're going to go ahead and give it to Lucas Parr. Very good defensive game. Got himself a goal. It was pretty good. And then number 1 star, Logan Mercier. Broke the record. Solid player, game in, game out.
All the time. Steady Eddie, and that's his game. and we're looking for big things from him.
All right. Well, Mike, we'll be back here like within a few minutes here for senior ceremonies. So stay tuned. You're watching the Omaha Junior Lancers on the Omaha Hockey Network.